students. Welcome back to the class once again. So students, I guess you are finishing all your works and read the last few paragraphs thoroughly. Alright, I know that you all are very nice students. I have that confidence in you. Okay students, so let's recapitulate a little and move to the next part of the lesson. That is going to be the final part of this lesson. Okay students, so till where did we see? Yeah, I'll give you a half second to recollect about last class lesson. Okay, so try to recollect students. Yes, who is the author of this prose? Yes, Catherine Mansfield. Alright, so let me write the lesson name for you all once again. So students, we have seen till 9th paragraph where Kezia was beaten up very badly by her father. Father didn't have any intention to make her day gloomy, but then he wanted to teach her a few morals and principles so that she can those principles are useful for her in her future. Okay, so till there we have seen. I know you have read lines carefully and thoroughly. Okay, now shall we get into the next part of the lesson? Yes students, please recollect the points which I have already told you to have your dictionary right in front of you along with your reader and a pencil. These are 3 mandatory things which you can never ever forget. Okay, you are supposed to remember all these 3 things before you sit for a lesson. Alright, okay, now please open your textbooks. Now we have finished the lesson till 8th paragraph. Okay, we have seen the little poor girl sleeping as her grandmother pacified her. Okay, now let's see what happens in the story. Okay, now we are going to see a new person in the story which he didn't get introduced before. Now we are going to enjoy the rest of the story as well. Okay, now look into the 9th paragraph. Let me read the 9th paragraph for you all. The McDonalds, who is he? He is the neighbor of, he's one of the neighbors of Kezia. Okay, McDonalds lived next door. They had 5 children. Looking through a gap in the fence, the little girl saw them playing tag in the evening. Now here she has seen, she saw through a hole. Kezia saw somebody some father playing with his kids. Okay, so that's why it has given this way. Little girl saw them playing tag in the evening. Tag is nothing but a game which is very much liked by kids. Now we can also call it as catch. Okay, did you ever play that? I have played it during my childhood time. I truly remember this. Okay, now see the meaning given here. Tag, a children's game of catching one another. Catching one another is nothing but a tag game. Okay, so this little girl peeped through a hole where there is a fence where all McDonald's family are playing tag game. Okay students, here now the father with the baby Mao. Okay, McDonald's, he held his baby Mao on his shoulders. 2 little girls hanging on to his coat pockets. So here we can see that that McDonald's kids are so affectionate that they cannot live without their father. Okay, so now the 2 little girls hanging on to his coat pockets ran round and round the flower beds. Okay, the flower beds are nothing but a small kind of a garden. Shaking with laughter, now she feels so bad that she didn't have such life. Okay, here McDonald's is a very affectionate father who always loves playing and spending some time with his kids. Okay, students, that is what is conveyed here. Now, everywhere she sees only laughter. Okay. Once she saw the boys turn the hose on him. What is meant by hose on him? Please underline hose. Now here McDonald's kids were so funny where they turned the tap on and started sprinkling water on him. But still, did he get offended there? No, he liked it, and he also became a kid along with them and started enjoying the activities happening over there. Okay, students, please underline hose on him. And he tried to catch them laughing at all the time. Okay, so cheerful person, unlike Kezia's father. Okay, there is a contrast here. We can see the contrast shown by Catherine Mansfield, where Kezia's father is unlike McDonald's. Now she feels so bad there. She wanted to really have such life. Unfortunately, Kezia missed that life to have fun with their family. Fun with her family, but the poor little girl somehow missed that life. Now she feels bad looking at McDonald's family, looking at the joy they are having in the garden playing with one another, a game called tag. Now, coming to the next lines of the paragraph, she decided that there were different sorts of father. Now she got to know a true thing is, a fact is that not all fathers are same in the world. Isn't it, students? Now, maybe you and me know that. This poor little girl, she has realized it little later. Now, suddenly one day, mother became ill. Kezia's mother fell ill and she and grandmother went to hospital. Who? Mother and grandmother attended Kezia's mother and she took her to the hospital for the treatment. Now the little girl was left alone in the house with Alice the cook. Who is Alice here, students? Alice is cook. Okay? McDonald's neighbor. So Alice the cook. Underline, that was all right in the daytime. She was quite normal and behaving well in the daytime. But now, see, students, look at the picture given in the textbook, how McDonald's is happily enjoying with his kids there, and kids are so fond of having McDonald's in their game. So now look at the poor little girl looking through a hole. The entire family having, good fun in their house. Now, did you see, students? Very nice. That will give you a better understanding. But while Alice was putting her to bed, she grew suddenly afraid. Usually kids, they are afraid during night times. Morning they might be normal, but when Alice was putting her to bed, she grew suddenly afraid. Okay, maybe she's afraid of dark. Okay, maybe Kezia is afraid of dark. Now coming to the next paragraph, what I do if I have a nightmare? She asked. Who asked? Kezia asked Alice. What I'll do if I have a nightmare? She asked. I often have nightmares and then Granny takes me into her bed. She always used to get nightmares. So Kezia is asking Alice, what you will do if I have a nightmare? Now Kezia says that I often have nightmares. Nightmare is nothing but a bad dream, a dreadful dream. Okay, a scary dream. Okay, a spooky dream. So she says, my grandmother used to take me into her bed. I can't stay in the dark. Maybe she has phobia towards darkness. It all gets whispery. What is whispery here? A quite mysterious sound. A weird sound comes during night time. Okay, so you just go to sleep, child, says who? Alice, said Alice, pulling off her socks. Now she pulls off her socks and says, Alice says to Kezia to go to sleep. And don't you scream. She asks her not to scream here and wake up poor Fa. Okay, here the poor pa in the sense the father who sleeps so after he gets tired. Okay, so now Alice says Kezia not to wake her father, wake up her father. Now that's why here it is given as poor fa, who is completely tired and taking rest. But the same old nightmare came. To whom? To Kezia. The butcher with a knife. The butcher is not somebody who cuts the meat. Okay. So with a knife, he held a knife and a rope, who came nearer and nearer, smiling with a dreadful smile. Now this butcher is, he held a knife, a big rope, which is so scary, who came very close and close with a smile, with a dreadful smile. Okay, a strange, scary smile, which is so strange enough. Now, while she could not move, could only stand still. Here she cannot move. Now she's completely afraid again. She gets a nightmare. She could only stand still, unsteady. Okay, steadily. She could stand only steadily. Okay. Now crying out, grandma, grandma. She's always affectionate with grandmother. Okay. So now she misses her grandmother as grandmother is attending Kezia's mother in the hospital, but there is no grandmother in her house for that day. So grandmother, grandma, she screams grandma, grandma. She woke shivering to see father beside her bed. Now here Kezia's father has come after he heard a noise coming from the next room, and he went to Kezia's bedroom so she could see her father right beside her bed, a candle in his hand. He held a candle in his hand. Now he asks, "What's the matter?" he said. Okay, so he questions her, "What's the matter, Kezia? Why I could hear such a great scream coming from this room?" So now coming to the next paragraph. "Oh, a butcher, a knife, I want Granny." She's not saying the complete thing happened with her. She's just, briefing that a butcher, a knife, and I want Granny now. So he blew the candle. Okay, blew is the past tense of blow. He blew out the candle, bent down and caught her up, the child in his arms, carrying her along the passage to the big bedroom. Now here this paragraph shows, though he is strict enough, he is so loud. He's such a lovely person where he is trying to take care of his child Kezia. Okay, don't you think, students? Yes. Now, a newspaper was on the bed. He put away the paper, then carefully tucked up. What is meant by tucked up? Covered up nicely in the bed. Now, he has wrapped her in warm clothes, warm bed sheets, and tucked her to put her to the sleep. Okay, carefully tucked up the child. He lay down beside her. Okay, he lay down. He also sits, he lay down beside her. Half asleep, still with the butcher's smile all about her, it seemed. Now she couldn't forget that dreadful smile of butchers, and she could still figure out what happened to her. Okay, so she crept close to him. What is crept? Crept is a past tense of creep. She moved slowly to her, closely to her father, snuggled her head under. Now when we are so scared, what do, students? We try to snuggle, we try to move very close to our parents so that we get some warmth. Okay. Now so snuggled is moved into a warm, comfortable position close to another person. Now she needs such kind of pampering because she is afraid of dark. Now snuggled her head under his arm, held tightly to his shirt. So she held her arms, held tightly. She held Kezia's father's shirt so tightly so that she may not feel panic. Then the dark did not matter. Now she's comfortably, sleeping because her father has come and she held her and he has put her to the sleep. Now she is comfortably sleeping without any noise over there. She lay still. Here, rub your feet against my leg. Now father says you rub your feet against my leg and get them warm. Okay, this is a suggestion given by father. Kezia's father asks her to rub her feet against his leg, something like this. When it is so cold, we try to rub. When we rub like this, what happens? It produces warmth. Alright, it produces heat so that she can comfortably sleep all the way. Now, coming to the last paragraph, students, please pay attention. Did you underline the word snuggled? Very nice. Okay, try it out. Look into the textbook, 12th paragraph, the last paragraph. Tried out, he slept before the little girl. A funny feeling came over her. Now it is completely looking so new to her because father of Kezia was never like before now. So she only has a vision of looking at her father, thinking that he's a big giant. But now here she sees him in a different way, in a positive way. Her feelings are getting altered now. Okay, students. Now a funny feeling came over her. Poor father, not so big. After all, with no one to look after him. Okay, now here we can see the version of Kezia. How is she feeling? She's feeling pity for her father. Okay, so this shows that her feelings are getting altered. He was harder than grandmother, but it was a nice hardness. Okay, usually old people, they're actually they have bones and all. Maybe when she hugged her grandmother, she felt hard. Her body is hard, but even more it is harder when she hugged her father. Okay, that's why it is given hardness. And every day when he had to work and was too tired to be a Mr. McDonald. Now she understands why is my father so tired and sleeps for a long time, because he works hard for his family. So he can never be Mr. McDonald. He can never be Mr. McDonald all the time, and that's the reason maybe my father sleeps as he becomes so tired. Okay, she had torn up all his beautiful writings, as we have seen in the beginning here. She has torn up all his beautiful writings just to make a beautiful, a token of affection for her father, to present her father on his birthday. She stirred suddenly. Okay, what is meant by stirred? Move slightly in a disturbed sleep. Okay, underline stirred. S-T-I-R-R-E-D. Suddenly, and sighed. What is sighed? To take, breathe, to get a deep, to take a deep breath. Okay, like this, so that she feels comfortable. Okay, so that's called sigh. To have a relief. What's matter? Underline sigh. What's the matter? Asked who? Kezia's father. Another dream. Now she says it's another dream. And father says, did you come across any other dream? Other nightmare? He asks whom? He asks whom? Kezia. Oh, said the little girl, my head's on your heart. Now here Kezia says, no papa, no dad, I'm comfortable now because I have put my head on your heart. I can hear it going. Now she understood the complete love of her father. As God cannot be everywhere, He has gifted you and me parents, in form of parents. Okay, parents are the only ones, who love us wholeheartedly. That's why we say unconditional love. Okay, the love which overwhelms. Alright students, don't judge them on the wrong side. Okay? Parents teach us and they want us only to do one thing is, they want only one thing from us is to see our success. They only want us to be successful in our life. Okay students, love your parents as they love you so much. I can't say how much, but there is no end to their love. Limitless love. I can say all is limitless love. Okay? So try to understand their love, understand principles what they teach you. Okay? That's what Kezia is trying to understand, and finally she understood what her father is actually. Maybe her feelings were different in the beginning, but now feelings are completely altered. Okay? So students, try to understand them, be obedient to them. Obedience is the best way to follow. Alright students, I hope the class is very clear to you, and I want you to underline all the hard words, go through the complete entire prose of this lesson once again, or twice again, or thrice again, how many ever times you want to read, those many times you can read. This is the best time to utilize. Okay, and I'm going to send you worksheets and activities along with proper instructions on WhatsApp. Okay students, stay home, stay healthy, you be there, we are here to teach you and guide you. Don't worry students, everything will be fine in a few days. I hope you all will really be healthy and content. Take care students, have a good time with your family, spend some quality time with your family. Okay, take care all of you.